So Flatzign lets you create simplified flat design illustrations. The common use case is to create modern flat design in different styles. And my tip, as always, similar to the tip I gave with AI design, is to try using different models with the same prompt, because the results are really going to vary depending on which model you use. On some keywords like DALI might be better, but on other keywords, Stable Diffusion might be better. So you never really know until you really try it out. So Flatzign, I think it's our second or third most popular tool. So it's used by a lot of people. And so let's get right into it. Let's get into a demo. All right, so Flatzign can be found in the design dashboard here. So the way it works, it's similar to AI design, although it has more of a built-in prompt. Okay, so basically you can see here there is something called the subject matter. So let's say if I put something like dog, and I'll explain the other options in a second, but I just want to show you how the prompting works in that one. All right, so and here you can see the actual full prompt. So we reveal it here. So it's flat design illustration with bright, happy color palette of a dog by award-winning illustrator, popular on Dribble. So you can see the only input that I've made was dog. And so all the rest is added to it. And so that's just to clarify how it works. And now it's different from AI design, because in AI design, you type whatever you type is all you get. Here, what you type here is just a part of the prompt that you get. So similar to AI design, there are various styles. And depending on when you watch this video, there might be more or less styles. We're still adding Leonardo AI and Midjourney here for next week. So depending on when you're watching this video, it might be already on. So I'm not going to go through all the styles like we just did for AI design. So I'm just going to go through more of the options here. So here, if you hit on change, you have different kind of illustration styles to play with. So depending on what you want to achieve, the flat design is obviously the most relevant and popular one for flat illustration. Corporate Memphis is another popular style, but not all the engines respond to a keyword like corporate Memphis, because it's a very specific style, and some engines won't really understand it. Will think you're talking about Memphis, the city, when it's the design style. So that's just something to keep in mind, but let's try it out. And then you have the color scheme. Again, you have various color schemes here. This is more like the feel of the colors. And so, but similarly, I can add my color accent here as well. So let's give it a try on Corporate Memphis, SDXL, and then we'll do the same for DALI, just to show you an example. And after that, or during the DALI, I'll be taking questions if there's been questions while DALI is generating. All right, so you can see here, again, the color accent trick works very well again here. You can see it's bringing me that bright coral color accent. And in terms of style, it's close enough to Corporate Memphis. Let's try it now on DALI 3, Corporate Memphis, the bright coral color accent. And it was bright, happy, and then create. All right, so let's see if that goes through. And what I was mentioning about the colors earlier on, Rob mentioned it. Basically, by using this kind of approach where you use your color accents in your prompts, you can do things like this. So you can see in all the images here, the colors are consistent. If you pay attention to the images on the right, it's always a similar color theme, although it's not exactly the same colors, but it kind of works in that sense. So yeah, That's just to give you an example of how it works if you have multiple images. All right, so let's give that a second to load. Oh, it's coming through now. So yeah, it took a while. So you can see here, it gets the corporate Memphis prompt a lot better than, okay, so that's just to show that, you know, trying out different models, it's usually will give you very different results. So yeah. So that concludes the demo for Flatzign. So let's move on into the next platform.